At the beginning of autumn, I helped one of my neighbours fix up and sell off his collection of model trains which my club has purchased ahead of this year's exhibition. He also kindly accepted some offers on some boxed items of interest from that lot. Not too long after, he told me he had found some more loose bits in his attic, which, as a thank you for helping him shift and sell his previous collection, I could have with his compliments. Among them was some loose rolling stock and an early Hornby Swallow 125 train pack that was in a DMU box. And although this one came with a matching coach, it had the early executive logo on prior to the Swallow branding that all intercity trains carried from 1987 to 1994. Later, he found a couple more body shells, including a pair of 125s in the matching executive livery. Now, as I already have a Swallow HST pack, which I purchased from my friend the previous year, it gave me the advantage of swapping the Swallow shells out and have a full working executive livery HST at my disposal. And whilst only one of them has a working headlight, I plan to upgrade this, as before, with LED swap outs. A bonus purchase of a loose executive Mark III coach from the club has begun making this consist longer. In among the lot further was this pair of Swallow units made by Lima, although these are not in the best condition and will need some time to be restored. Comparing both Lima and Hornby Swallow liveries, the early Hornby units have light grey roofs and additional grey colouring, whilst the Lima one has black roofs and has a greater amount of white painted on. Hornby's later Swallow 125s would be released with the correct colour scheme for future sets and packs. Finally, there was the single Virgin Trains 125 body shell, which looks to have been unfinished of being renamed and renumbered. Though having sorted out my spares, 2 complete chassis sets brings the potential hope of finding a matching custom body shell, if not 2 other matching alternatives to resurrect another unit set. Of course, I sent my gratitude to my neighbour, and if anything, remain greatly overwhelmed by what's been built up recently. I know there are updated 125s out there with newer motors and finer wheels and details, but honestly, I prefer the older stuff. It's easier to service, convert, and still works well today, as have other previous acquisitions.